Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to your second part of the Equinox and 3 monthly reading. This is going to be a reading about relationships, and it's relationships in general. So it may concern sort of like one-to-one relationships, but it may also concern relationships according to your family and friends. Basically, see how it resonates with you. Because you will be the best to sort of see how it fits in with your story. Once you've liked and subscribed here and seen this video, there is also loads of links in the description below where we're doing loads of things on Instagram with free giveaways and stuff like that. And yeah, there's loads of things going on through that. Wow, Pisces, there's a real change, and you've done amazing work leading up to your birthday, and now you're out there in the world around you. It may not be exactly what it said on the brochure, basically. The overall reading is these two cards here. Give us the elements for the overall reading for the next 3 months. This is the season of Aries. This is the season of Taurus. And this is the season of Gemini. And seeing what was happening in your material reading, there is a definite transition that goes on. And it is for everyone in Taurus season. Taurus season seems to be like a moment that's, it'd be really interesting to see, but I think it's a moment that's going to happen to the world because everyone seems to reevaluate everything in Taurus season. So the overall energy that's running through you at the moment is that Empress card and the 10 of Wands. So what it's appearing here over the next 3 months is learning that idea of not carrying too much of everybody else's problems. This seems to be coming to fruition, this idea, because you did have it on your material reading, but it was in petal 10 right at the top. So it's, as it's coming through, it seems to be born out of your relationship connections with the world around you. And it is that whole idea that over the next 3 months, you've got to marry that mind, body and spirit side of life. So within your relationships, it's not about just giving over your emotions. It's also giving over your time. It's also giving it over your physical being to the relationships of how you invest in it. And the Aries season is a learning process for that fair exchange. So maybe you have to realize that sometimes you've got to say no. I know it's difficult, but sometimes you've just got to say no to a situation, and that is going to cause headaches for you in Taurus season. Some people may not understand within your family around you, within your friends and your community, and it could even be your work community and stuff like that. It could be where you live as well. But that's going to cause a little bit of headache, and you should be walking away from any conflict that doesn't really serve you. Sometimes you could win an argument or you could win a conflict, but is there any point to it? Is it worth winning? And it's probably, you'll realize it's not. And as you do come out of that and you walk away from certain situations that are a bit nocive for you, that are not helping the greater situation, you're going to come out of it in Gemini season and realize the work that you've done in December, January and February. That's all going to come to the fore and make you feel like you'll get very passionate about your onward journey. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in your reading for your spirit and your soul journey and your karmic path, which is the next video up in this series. Okay, so let's just see how these sort of cards are connecting with one another. You've got, again, the 10 of Wands. This is a real learning curve for you, this, in regards to relationships. A real learning curve. A brilliant learning curve. And I know you're very capable of this, Pisces. You've got this. You can learn this. You can remember this. You can realise that there has to be a fair exchange in order for the world to live. And then to do that, I think that leap of faith concerns you rather than the outside world. You have to take a leap of faith that if you are true to yourself, then you will come out of this in a good way. And it is that leap of faith of trusting in the process as it goes forward and trusting in that fair exchange. That yes, some people may not, if you've been helping someone out constantly, and they haven't been helping you back, and there's been no return, and then all of a sudden you start kind of going, okay, now I'm gonna, rather than giving you my entire arm, I'm just gonna give you a couple of fingers, and then they may get a little bit annoyed by this situation, and it's trusting that new position that you've taken according to relationships is going to work out for you, and it's gonna make that headache. That fair exchange is going to develop into those choices of what you do in the way of what you engage with in what ways you engage with other people in the outside world. And that's that whole Empress learning process of mind, body and spirit. And you'll realise that there is no choices. There's just an evident path that you should be following. Yeah. So from that, leading out from that, the Four of Pentacles. So very, as you move away from those detrimental sort of relationships, as you walk away, you're going to feeling a lot more security within you, a lot more knowing who you are in regards to the relationships that are around you. Brilliant reading actually for you there, Pisces. Really like it. You're really doing the work. This is really nitty gritty work that I feel that you've been doing for 4 or 5 months now, and it's looking good. It looks like you've done a good sort of work. So give yourself a pat on the back. You should realise how far you've come. I think by Gemini season, I think that is going to be the realisation for you in Gemini season. So if this has resonated with you, please do subscribe. It does help us out. We do need the support from you guys, and I really do appreciate it. Over on Instagram, we're building quite a nice little community and loads of lovely people out there. So get over there and see what's going on there as well. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.